I do feminine things, quote unquote, when I dance,
it's not identified with being gay. Listen, the only thing that makes you gay is if you are attracted to the same sex. Okay, that's it.
If you like what you like,
and that's power to you. Power to you. But dancing does not make you gay. Wearing makeup don't even make you gay. Like,
it's
be
just a
secure.
expression.
Exactly. People. Right? So it's and then the people who were there, again, not knowing how to be a balanced man, how to have what I wanted to talk about next, the fluidity that balanced men have. So can you talk a little bit about what that fluidity of being a balanced man is?
So I think that fluidity is that kind of going back to that other example I had, is being able to go from that assertive to that understanding and soft, and being able to know when to do it, because that's what balance to me really is. It's knowing, it's the awareness of those energies within you, and then being able to place them in the right time and situation. So if I can't be soft all the time. If I'm soft during an altercation, that's our ass. Like, we getting fucked up.
Not the time.
Guys, put the guns down. Versus like, oh shit, there are guns. We need to get the fuck out of here. Ain't no point in talking to this motherfucker. I clearly see he's in a aggressive state. Exactly. So me trying to do that versus somebody who might have a gun and be unstable and need to be calmed down. If you try to calm him down,
ooh, cops.
Exactly. They don't know how to regulate anything. So
de-escalation.
De-escalate the situation.
Like goodness.
So you see somebody who's unstable and doesn't really.
That's an imbalance in your masculine.
Erratic. That's somebody you might need to calm down. Versus somebody who's like, oh, he's about to action. I already know. I need to chill out. I need to get up out this situation. Right. So just that, in that example, like knowing when and where to use your masculine energy and your feminine energy in a situation. That's what I think fluidity really is. And if you master it and you have balance, quote unquote balance, you have that awareness of those energies within multiple aspects of your life, and then you're able to move accordingly, and it seems like everything's just flowing at that point because you know how to match energies.
So I'm curious, as you're discussing this, I'm curious about our next kind of topic is, so you can be balanced in your masculine energy, you can be balanced in your feminine energy, and then you can be balanced with both of those duality of energies. So what does that look like, I guess, if you're only balanced in one?
If you're only balanced in one, I think if a situation faces you, I'm trying to think of an example because that'll make it a lot more, a lot easier. So I'll use it in relationships. That's all I can really think about. So let's say you're a woman who's very in tune and balanced with her feminine energy.
In tune.
You know, she knows how and when to use her intuition and all those other things. So you're balanced in that, but when you're in a relationship with somebody and everything's going well, but you don't know how to tell him when something's going wrong because that's assertive.
Boundaries.
Right, so you don't know how to set a boundary because that's not, that's within the masculine realm. So you don't have no access to that. So all you can do is try to like softly nudge him. Yeah, versus what he might need to hear. He might not be able to hear that.
This is a hard line for me.
Yeah.
Consent.
Right. Versus saying that. So that could be an example of it. Just being too soft and not having access to the masculine part of you that would need to speak up and be assertive in those moments. And then again, going right back to you being in tune and being soft. It doesn't have to be like, all right, now I'm mad for the whole week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. and I think just to do the reverse, an imbalance in one of those. So like you can be balanced in one and not have any connection with the other.
Right.
Or you can be imbalanced in one, and that imbalance in one leads to the more hyper or toxic side of that.
Going back to our last episode, I'll use the same example, but definitely check it out because the first time I did it, it was amazing because I started on the spot. But yeah, hyper, I use the example of a child who has like a child who's raised correctly, knows how to behave, but has gotten too much sugar or candy, so they're hyper. They're like off the walls. They're going crazy. They're doing stuff that they normally wouldn't do, but it's still within the boundaries of what they've been taught and their responsibility and the values.
They ain't slinging paint on walls.
The values that they were taught, when they were younger.
Yeah.
Versus somebody who's toxic and somebody who's imbalanced and doesn't have any whatsoever like sense of themselves. They're gonna go off the walls, painting on the walls, breaking shit, going crazy.
Once they have that energy, you paying for it. Yes, you're getting a job at 5. I mean, you better sell some lemonade.
Right. And the reason why I really like the example is because it kind of is true with children. Literally, if they are not balanced and they aren't taught values, they will go off the walls when it comes to that.
All right, so that goes into our first question of 2 sides. I will have Oso answering first because he's a man, so I feel like he should lead the answers in the episode, how to be a balanced man, or how to become a balanced man. So for our first question on 2 sides, why is it important to be a balanced man?
Okay, I'm still flipping the coin. I win. I think it's important to be a balanced man because being a balanced man gives you access to your true potential as a man. It allows you to access the assertive side of you that gets things done and is productive and gets their goals like accomplished and knocked off like that. That's so important for you, especially depending on what stage of life you are. Especially for me at this stage of my life, going into my 30s, I'm like, I need to be getting this money, getting these resources, and being able to know what to do with them, because I'm trying to establish something for our family and everything else that's going on in our future. So that's really important. But on the other end, I can't be so hard and so harsh within my relationships or in the way that I interact with my partner, because that would lead to us being disconnected and
breaking up. Because I did not choose an unbalanced man. I chose a balanced man, y'all. I couldn't do a traditional, couldn't do a modern. I needed a balance. Be in your fluidity, okay? Be balanced in each, all right?
And that's, to that point, it's like, that's why it's so important, because I could have been on grind mode all day, but then the very thing that I'm supposedly grinding for would be sacrificed right in front of my face. You see it, the workaholics, the ones who don't see their family.
Oh, that one video, remember? Mediocre tutorials and reviews.
Mediocre and reviews. Back in here. Shout out to my man.
But yeah, he did a reaction to that one father who was like, I paid for everything for my family, and now my family is not fucking with me. And it's like, I mean, shit, my dad was like that. Or is, where he's like, I paid for all of this, I got y'all all these niceties and luxuries, and we're like, but this relationship though.
Like how,
which, if you tune into the previous episode, is relationships are part of your feminine energy. Yeah.
It's true. I think that balance is what creates the harmony within relationships, or harmony within your life. So it's just really important to be a balanced man. You also feel more secure within yourself.
Ooh, talk about the security.
Yeah, like when I do feminine things, quote unquote, when I dance.
It's not fucking identified with being gay. Listen, the only thing that makes you gay is if you are attracted to the same sex. Okay?
If you like what you like.
And that's power to you. Power to you. But dancing does not make you gay. Wearing makeup don't even make you gay. Like, it's be secure. Exactly. People.
So yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, if me as a balanced man, I don't mind like expressing my femininity in whatever
tea parties
ways
with
it
your
is.
Daughters.
I don't give a damn about that. Like that's nothing. That's
some men have insecurities around it.
But that's what I mean. They may not be balanced, because if I know that I can switch on and there's levels, there's certain things that I won't do like outside of my comfort zone. Like
that's everybody.
That's and it's important to know that. But it's also important to know that you can be balanced and where you can go when it comes to the spectrum of femininity. and then knowing when and where to do that. That's part of being balanced as well.
Gotcha.
So yeah, like being forced into like wearing a dress and doing all these other things.
Dave Chappelle said
Dave Chappelle said no. He was like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I'm just not comfortable as a performer in that way. That's actually fine.
That's setting your boundaries.
Right. That's actually a sign of being balanced and at least knowing where you are with it and knowing like
he
what
dressed
things...
up plenty of times.
Right. So it's all about that. But it gives you the freedom to, if you do have a part of you that's more feminine and wants to be expressed, it can be done so without judgment of yourself. Mm-hmm. Because judgment of others is one thing, but when you feel bad within yourself when you're doing something that you know is actually kind of part of you, it's terrible. So
and you project
and you usually down other people. Like, why you dancing like that? Because I'm free to dance. Why
move your hips.
Yeah.
Sacral chakras.
So I mean, maybe it's because I'm from the Caribbean, but like we never give a damn about that.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Like we all dance, and from Jersey. Like
yeah,
I know some of the most thuggish dudes in the world from Jersey, and they all get down with that sexy walk.
Hey. I love it.
So it don't matter. Like, you know, that's being secure within your in your feminine energy, and then knowing that you're still masculine. Like your default is still masculine. That it feels great. It really is that like, oh, I'm about to dance at this party one day, but if you try me at the party, I'm gonna whoop your ass the next second. You know, that's
although not everything at a party is worthy of a fight, y'all.
Not
stepping on shoes, let it go, breathe.
But it's like that balance gives you the freedom, and it's amazing because you're no longer trapped into thinking like, oh man, am I gonna do this? Is it gonna be seen as gay or all that stuff? You know how many times I think about that when I just walk around and do my thing? Zero. It's liberating.
But he's also secure in his sexuality.
That too. But and I'm not gonna say like it's not easy being. It's easier because I'm straight. You know, that's true.
If you're questioning your sexuality, that is something that you should explore instead of projecting it onto other people because of your own self-hate.
Yeah, that part. But you know, I've been blessed with some advantages naturally. So I'm glad I'm here, but that's why I want to talk about it. I want everybody else to at least think about these things and then maybe change the way that they see themselves and the feminine parts of themselves. Like even saying it for some men is hard. I have a feminine part. I don't got no feminine parts of me. No, I'm a man. Like, dude, it's okay. Everyone has a masculine and feminine part of them.
Everyone, no matter your gender identifier. Everybody.
It's cool. And they all at certain points get activated in certain situations. And your awareness of that is what makes you a balanced person or not. So maybe you should start working on the awareness instead of being afraid to explore it. Because the more you explore it, the more access and consciousness you'll have to those parts.
There. I like it. Hey, it's the Real Family. It's your girl Rocky.
And your boy Elsa.
And thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click that notification bell.
Right, because subscribing and hitting that notification bell does two very important things. One, it gives you notification on our new content and make sure that you're up to date on everything that we put out every week.
Every week.
You know, every week.
Every week.
And then number two, it helps your boy and your girl out with some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it honest.
It's so real, baby.
But in all seriousness, this is just like the video portion, the YouTube portion of our content. We are It's So Real podcast. So we have all these episodes just waiting for y'all on how many platforms?
11 different streaming platforms.
11.
So it's up to you to choose.
Yeah, there's no excuses. We on everything. So whatever platform you're most comfortable listening to stuff, your content on, we're right there for you. So look us up. It's So Real Podcast.
And our link tree is available on our YouTube channel. Go over there, find the platform that works best for you, subscribe to our podcast, and hear the full thing. Because we have a lot more to say than what shows up on our YouTube channel.
Exactly. With that being said, check out the rest of our videos while you're here.
You know? And be sure to subscribe.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
And love.
Always.